All About Christ have always been different, but we never really knew why. We look different, we sound different, we worship different. It's kind of like we approach worship from a different world. The Tabernacle project started off as a mere idea. It started off as an idea, a mere mustard seed. It started off as an idea, kind of like a mustard seed. A mere mustard seed. A mustard seed. But no call is too small when there's purpose. But no call is small when there's purpose. Kind of like a mustard seed, which is grown into something really amazing. But no call is too small when there's purpose. When the vision came, it was a bit scary because we didn't know how finances would be provided. We didn't know where we'd do it. We didn't know who would get to help support us. It was a heavy vision. It was something that seemed very unattainable. We didn't want to do it. It was something we were very afraid of. Something I was very afraid to share with others. All About Christ have been called. All About Christ have been called to create a window of opportunity for people to worship God. We're called to create a window of opportunity for people to worship God. Forced worship is pretty much like control. God gives us free choice. Forced worship is like control, whereas God gives us free choice. I told the vision to the others, and with very little question, I told the vision to the others, and with very little question, they were ready to start running with it. I told the vision to the others, and with very little question, they were ready to start running with it. In the planning stages, it was really tough. In between the planning stages and getting on stage, there was so much things spiritually and naturally occurring. In between the planning and actually getting on stage, there was so much things going on, both in the spiritual and in the natural world. One of the things we decided to do as a group was to let go of everything that was negative, all negative perceptions that we had or that other people were giving us about the day. One of the things that we decided to do was to let go of all negative perceptions of stuff, whether it's other people's, whether it's our own. The best thing was to just hold on to the positive things, concentrate on what Christ is getting ready to do, what God is getting ready to do. And we decided to leave that stuff behind and to concentrate on positive things, concentrate on souls being saved, concentrate on that window of worship that will be opened up and created through Christ. Just the window of opportunity that will be opened, and allowing God to use us in whichever way He sees fit. Because we'd never done anything like this before. We'd never put on a big event like this, tried to do recordings and stuff like that. It was new to us. So one of the challenges was breaking through from the knowledge we had to the knowledge we needed. The resources we had to the resources we needed. And we had to kind of fill that gap. We had to find a way of becoming what we were going to be in the future today in our present. We had to tap into our future. It was very exciting, even down to the morning. I remember I was at the Tabernacle really early, and between 8:30 and 9, and was carrying equipment in and rigging up and getting the stage ready. And even up to the morning, I remember it was so exciting. We was there early, about 8:30, 9 o'clock, where helping set up the stage and getting all the equipment in and helping to rig up. And we were just preparing for God to put His super on the natural that we were getting together. Really just prepare the place naturally for God to put His super on. When Jake came out, and he was doing the prayer, we were all backstage, and we were praying as well, and just really anticipating what God was getting ready to do, just praying that He would empty us and He would use us as He saw fit. And I remember coming out and just seeing all the faces and seeing everyone clapping and getting ready to have a great time in worship. It just felt so good. It felt like this was the moment that we had been preparing for how many months. And it was nice. It was nice. We really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed it. The whole show went really well. And everyone seemed to be enjoying themselves in worship. And we just had a lovely time in God. Through this whole journey, we realized that from the very beginning we were worshiping. Throughout the whole journey, we realized that we were worshiping from the very beginning. By simply putting our all into what we was doing was worship from the start. We was going into it with our whole heart. It wasn't just about being on stage and worshiping, but the whole planning stage, the being there, the setting up, the setting down, it was all worship. We were doing it with a pure heart to God. And it's an amazing thing. When you even watch back the DVD, you can see, you're looking at the past, so you see the past. And it's amazing. When you watch back the video, you see that you're looking at the past and it's playing in your present, but it's allowing you to access your future. God brings that past of the DVD when it was recorded into your present so you can watch it. And through that you can access your future. When watching it, you can only get involved in the worship that's happening. You can't watch it and not get involved in the worship that was happening. You can't but be released from whatever's holding you bound and just feel like you're being taken to another level. And the best thing about it is that through our obedience unto God, it's so good, because through ABC being obedient to God, so we thank God that we were obedient, because through that obedience now, we can see that it's now allowed that window of opportunity that was in the past to come into everybody's presence. The door has been opened for many, many others, and all those that are watching it, it's like that window, that door of worship, that opportunity to get close to God at that precise moment in time, to experience that moment of worship and access their future. That window, that door it's available now, and by watching the DVD, by taking part of that worship, it's like you can access God, and it doesn't matter where. It's like it's timeless. It's like that window of opportunity that was created is now open to many.